Golden Internet, MegaMogwai here, and I got another Legends of Runeterra video for you guys today. And today, I finally did it, ladies and gentlemen. I built a competitive SNAPvines deck, and it's been a long time coming, man. Like, I've been trying to make this work ever since Rising Tides expansion came out, and it finally happened. It took me like a little bit over a month, but I did it. And before I jump onto the deck tech portion of the video, I gotta clarify something. For you, Timmy, watching in the background, I'm doing a little bit of damage control here, because before you can go ahead and just absolutely fail miserably to climb ranked ladder with this deck as you're searching for a tier 1 deck to reach masters with, and you're stealing your mother's money to buy the deck and everything, and you get very angry at me, I want to preface this deck tech by saying, Timmy, no, this is not a tier 1 deck, okay? If you want to reach masters, and you want a deck exclusively designed for fast and efficient ranked climbing in Legends of Runeterra, this is not the deck for you, right? This is a fun deck, okay? Timmy, it's a fun deck. It's a deck meant to try to make Overgrown SNAPvine competitive. And if I say so myself, at least in my opinion, this deck succeeds at doing that. It may not be a tier 1 deck, but it has the ability to compete with other tier 1 decks, and just for that, I love it. I'm actually really proud of this creation because we have a highly synergistic deck that's been a long time coming. The reason why I didn't rush Overgrown SNAPvine, even though I know that if I make a video on this it'll get good views, is because I want to give you guys a good list. I want to be proud of the deck that I give you guys, and I'm happy I took my time because I really am super happy with this build, and I'm gonna explain why. So I've gone through several different iterations with Overgrown SNAPvine. I started off trying to make it work with Freljord, with Pack Mentality as a late game win condition alongside Elixir of Iron. I moved over to other combinations, and ultimately I landed in Piltover and Zon. And the reason why I landed in Piltover and Zon is actually pretty funny, because you would not expect what the main reason is. Because it's not Progress Day, it's not the Use Cast Salesman, it's actually this little thing right here. Jury Rig is the reason why Piltover is my second region. A 1 mana burst speed spell that summons a Scrap Scuttler. This may not seem like much, but in a deck with Overgrown SNAPvine, this is the best enabler. And what I mean by best enabler is it's the best failsafe to ensure that the SNAPvine sticks, because as you guys can see, for those of you who don't know what this card does, maybe I should have started the video by saying that, it's a 7 mana card that says when you summon a follower, kill it to summon an Overgrown SNAPvine. So it's kind of like a virus, right? When you play this, it's a 7 mana 4/3, it's tremendously understated, and it feels really bad, right? But as you play more and more units, they're all dying, and you're creating another Overgrown SNAPvine instantly. So once the virus starts spreading, you can't really stop it, and yeah, hopefully nobody gets offended by this, but we're basically going Corona on them bitches, and we are spreading this Overgrown SNAPvine and just, you know, getting tremendous value and some really neat damage out of it as well. As you guys can see here, we're playing a full set of Neverglade Collector, which we want to set up on the board before we play the Overgrown SNAPvine, because that means every time we play a unit and they die, it's hard to express or explain how much damage this translates into. So I'm going to let the gameplay speak for itself in that regard, alright? But basically, Neverglade Collector into an Overgrown SNAPvine outbreak equals profit for you. For your opponent, it's pretty much misery. But yeah, so that's the thing. But as you can see, we're playing 2 copies of Overgrown SNAPvine instead of 3. Because, like I said, combining this with Piltover and Zon, I've tried it before. I didn't really succeed. And the reason why I didn't succeed is because I put all of my eggs in one basket. I really tried to make Overgrown SNAPvine the heart and core and soul of the deck, and I ran a full set of it and was completely reliant on it, which goes against my principles regarding deck building, right? Not just my own, like many other deck builders share the sentiment that you can't really focus too much on one specific card and have like the deck crumble, sorry, if the strategy doesn't really, or if you don't draw the card, right? Or if the card gets answered. So I need an actual alternate game plan for the early to mid stage of the game that can benefit from Overgrown SNAPvine, but ultimately doesn't need it to win. And this was easier said than done in a deck, meant to be benefiting off of Overgrown SNAPvine, but that's where your boy Professor Von Yipp steps in. Professor Von Yipp is more than a meme, ladies and gentlemen. Most people who try to build around this guy try to incorporate him with like Teemo and a deck with a bunch of 1-drops, with maybe Kinku Wayfinder with Ionia, and they're all labeled meme decks, but the reality is Professor Von Yipp is a legit threat in a spider-based deck. And that's why we're playing a full set of Hapless Aristocrat, Crawling Sensation, Elise, which spawns a 1-mana Spiderling, Bio Feast, and then Blighted Caretaker, which spawns a couple of 1-mana saplings, Maokai, which serves the role of synergizing with the Professor Von Yipp with the sapling, but also as a great failsafe and enabler for the Overgrown Snapvine. As we play Overgrown Snapvine with Maokai on the board, the sapling that we generate will automatically convert or will die, and will allow us to summon another Snapvine. So, as you guys can see, Professor Von Yipp synergizes really well with an early curve that also works extremely well with the Overgrown Snapvine too. That's the key, right? We have 2 powerful win conditions here in Von Yipp and Snapvine alongside Elise, which can just allow us to, it just nets us tremendous value. Just so you guys think about it, with Professor Von Yipp, Jury Rig is a 1-mana 3/3 at burst speed. Crawling Sensation is a 1-mana slow spell that spawns 2 3/3s. Hapless Aristocrat is a 3/3 that spawns a 3/3. Elise spawns a 3/3 when attacking. Biofeast spawns a 3/3. Blighted Caretaker generates 2 4/3 ephemerals with Challenger. It's just nutty stack gain. It's just really strong value that can be generated from the get-go if we translate over 3 spell mana. And it is just a force to be reckoned with, man. People underestimate Von Yipp a lot. They think he's just exclusively a joke, and that is just not the case. And I really hope today's gameplay will showcase that. So yeah, basically that is the deck list right there. We have a full set of Black Spear because we enable death really easily on this deck, and people don't really play around this card anymore, and it becomes highly efficient removal. And then we have Used Cast Salesman alongside Frenzy Skitter and Blighted Caretaker as a 2 of each, because these cards work really well with both Von Yipp, but specifically with Overgrown Snapvine. Used Cast Salesman with Overgrown Snapvines is hilarious, especially if you have a Neverglade Collector, as you're going to spawn 3 bodies on the board that are going to transform into Snapvines, but you're also triggering 3 threats that's dealing damage to the opponent as well. So if you have a Neverglade Collector on the board, it's just so much damage, so much health gain, and just so much momentum. It's actually crazy. So ultimately we have 3 Glimpse Beyonds and 1 Progress Day for card draw, because we can run out of gas with this deck, with the 1 off of Grasp of the Undying and Vengeance for a little bit of extra interaction alongside our cheaper removal spells. And that's the deck list, man. It is hilarious, super fun to play, very difficult to pilot though. It is kind of memey, but at the same time it's very punishing if you misplay with it, and I definitely have misplayed with it a lot. As I was testing with it, I actually had to play a lot of games with it until I started playing it well. And yeah, I'm really excited about today's gameplay, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it, man. Overgrown Snapvine is just, it's so funny, and this is really a deck that I have been wanting to showcase for such a long time that it feels rewarding to finally have a list that I'm happy with sharing with you guys. So hopefully you enjoy the video that I got for you today, and that's all I gotta say. Have a solid day. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for daily Legends of Runeterra content. I do post a new deck every single day. Subscribe, do like, it's all free. Free is good. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Haunted Relic has great synergy with Von Yipp and the Snapvines. It does, but the synergy with Von Yipp is not that crazy, and I'm actually like this. Nice.
That egg, did it move? No.
I also love Jury Rig with Professor Von Yipp. Dude, Professor Von Yipp is really underrated. I've said it for a long time. Like, but people think I'm just memeing with this guy. Okay, so we know he's not attacking that. Alright. Just want to do this. Dude,
Gotcha. Everyone, listen! Poor man's gone mad. Hot on the trail. Like this? Oh, I see.
Here, Miguel, monthly net deputy time. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How
Also,
about you,
do
man?
think you can revise Frostbite Ezreal deck for the new expansion? It was my favorite deck during open beta. I miss it, but I don't like what I built myself.
Dude, I was actually, dude, I was literally playing that earlier today.
Stay back! A true Freljordian welcome.
So many underrated cards. Party's over, guys.
Oh dear.
I know what lurks in the shadows.
I'm through waiting.
Honestly, I really like money.
You dare!
They'll come for you!
Struggle. They'll enjoy it.
Few earn the right to call themselves Trifarian.
Smooth as silk.
I'm worried about a reckoning, so I have to go for the attack immediately.
All the world on one arrow.
The Blessed Isles live through me.
A chill in the air.
You accepted what became of us. What was I supposed to do?
We're in trouble now, though.
You own what you take.
I would have targeted the Neverglade. Actually, never mind. I'm dead, aren't I? Because I had too many Maokais in my hand. I'm actually dead. I'm actually dead.
Swiftly now. I'll do it myself.
Oh, shit.
I'll lead us to victory!
He thought I had something. Oh my god, he thought I had something. Oh my god.
You fought well.
I need to buy a little bit of time, man.
homestead. Tombstones.
Everyone's a garden.
Ha 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 ha. Got him. Got him. Oh. I'm gonna keep the Black Spear to kill off the Misfortune, but I want to draw into some enablers here. I really wish I got my Hapless Aristocrat for this matchup. I'm drawing quite poorly.
Nothing escapes my watch.
Avarosa's entry in the Sejuani deck.
Safeguard our homes.
Definitely not something I was expecting.
There's plenty of killing left. No!
The Isles will bloom again.
Get bloody, get paid.
The winter's claw strikes.
Like this? Oh, I see. Perhaps we should pause for thought.
Feel no fear, show no mercy.
Words to die by!
Lady Elise, where are you? I must get out of here.
Show them our teeth.
Wow.
I refuse.
Leave nothing standing.
Yo, is Maokai's like signature spell actually gonna do something? Like, oh my god.
You're interrupting.
I mean, is this even worth it? Yeah, because it allows me to use the Black Spear.
Light the signal fires.
I'm one of the good guys, but not that good.
Safety will
Castillo. Bam, bam, ba-dam.
make it interesting for me.
Friend here needs you to pay up. Boys?
I mean, there's an argument for attacking with Von Yipp there.
Fight or die.
You've got dangerous eyes. I like that.
Not just the eyes, you know.
There was definitely an argument for attacking with the professors, I think.
Set sail. Mwah.
I actually need some space, but I also don't need to. I'm gonna play you. And the reason why I'm gonna play you, I'm gonna play around the Riptide Rex.
Let's make a deal.
The strong will have the spoils!
No refund.
Lovely day for a battle.
Everyone's a garden.
Heaven should be
Quickly, Ursine. Battle approaches.
The storm is close. Soon.
We're pretty dead. This kind of just like does us in.
They grow up so fast.
So if these two die and they block here and here, or they block here and here, like right now we can't really stop them from killing me.
no return.
Is attacking with this a mistake ultimately? No, it really isn't. Because you could just block here and you would be at 3 health. There's no way I can actually stop this.
My tenure.
I don't have mystic shots. I don't like. I don't think there's anything. I don't think there's anything in my deck that can save me at this point. I think this late game is like overwhelm in general.
Favors the bold.
It's definitely a mistake though. That's definitely a mistake though. You should just go for the open attack. That's silly.
I was forged by winter!
Yeah, he's gonna get punished.
Don't always see!
First one's
Hey man,
he's getting
huge
punished.
fan. Watch your videos every day.
Actually, no.
Will
no,
you be willing
'cause-
to check out my take on
Yeah, he's
Zed,
punished.
Lucian
It's over.
deck?
Born for
Also,
conquest.
try Teemo with the Von Yipp deck.
It's over. He threw so hard. He threw so hard. He threw so hard. This hand is very slow, but according to the matchup, you know, I can afford that. I'm gonna keep it because I have 2 very key enablers for the overgrown snapvine, which are Maokai and the jury rig. And I love drawing into Elise there, obviously. But I'm not going to play her now. I'm going to play her now.
I know what lurks in the shadow.
Because now the thermogenic beam becomes
Skitter out from
harder to apply.
So young.
I'm not gonna play this hapless aristocrat. I don't need to right now. I can preserve it in my hand as a way. See, these are the kind of plays that I would not be doing if I wasn't focused. Like I would just slam this on the board. Like why not, right? But no, I want to keep this because I want to enable it for like this is really strong with overgrown snapvine.
The Blessed Isles live through me.
He could have another thermogenic beam. It's fine. I'd rather him thermo the Maokai than him thermoing the Neverglade Collector. And now I can go for this.
You accepted what became of us. What was I supposed to do?
Neverglade Collector is difficult for the opponent to remove.
Eminently logical.
Life feeds on death.
Like him blocking with Heimerdinger onto this is a bad play, generally, because I could have a Vile Feast. And him losing his Heimerdinger here is just a tremendous loss of momentum. So I don't expect him to block.
I tire of waiting.
I don't think it's a good call. If he knows my hand, then of course. But... Alright.
Round and round it goes.
Night falls.
I'm gonna keep my Grasp of the Undying open to kill off Heimerdinger in case he wants to go for a big play to kill off my Neverglade Collector.
Silent as death.
I don't really need to apply anything here. If he wants to go for a thermogenic beam, then I will, like I said, Grasp. If not, we're okay, because now we develop you.
From death, life.
And now we get going.
To the bug list.
I'm sorry.
I will play my part.
First one's free. No
Vi stands for vicious.
Problem is, if I sack this... Wait, if I sack this, I play you? Yeah, that's lethal, that's lethal.
Everyone's a garden.
Got him! Oh, nice. Nice! All right. Good looking curve.
What's that noise?
I like that progress stay there as well.
I must get out of here.
There's nothing to fear.
I'd follow you anywhere.
Of course you would. You won't suffer long.
Please, I have connections.
So young. Hush now. Come, stay a while.
I don't think I like Blighted Caretaker there. Now that there's a 2, Blighted Caretaker can deal with it. Even though, you know, from next turn onwards, we have to take Withering Wail into account. Yeah, let's just get rid of this. Alright, so he has another Mystic Shot. When your opponent takes so much time in a situation like this, you can assume he has another Mystic Shot. Yeah. Because is like time to think there gave me information, it's better off to use it, because otherwise I know he has it and I play around it.
Piltover Enforcer on the scene. Headed in.
That egg. Did it move?
Maybe I could have waited a little bit more. Honestly.
Justice, eat this.
I will tend this garden. They will pay for what they did to you.
All that matters now is the little ones.
Maokai is a pretty solid win condition here.
Learn to fear the sun.
Three.
My masterwork.
Nice. Two. Oh shit! I actually have nothing to block this. Oh, I lose to Ladros. Oh, that sucks. That sucks, dude. I can't block that. GG, man. God damn. I think I misplayed though. I think I should have waited. The problem is that deck runs Ruination, so they can just like completely destroy my SNAPvines. But I should have waited until I had both the bot and the Vile Feast enabled. That was my mistake. I'm gonna keep this hand actually. This hand is very promising. I definitely should have done that. So that was actually a winnable game. It's nice to know that, you know, I could have, like, that game was winnable, right?
Honestly, I really like money.
There's nothing wrong with Ladros, chat. Here's a bit of an advice if you want to improve as a player. Don't focus too much energy on blaming the cards that beat you, and instead look at the game, understand what happened and why those cards beat you, so that it doesn't happen again. We're gonna pass here because we don't want to make his thermogenic beam like really easy, so we're gonna go with Elise now.
I follow you anywhere.
She's easier to block
Just the place.
if he has like an elusive solitary monk, but we make the thermo beam much more awkward, and we force a get excited out of him, which is fantastic because that's a 2-for-1 trade there.
I must get out of here.
Except for Unyielding Spirit, yeah, okay. True. Unyielding Spirit is just dumb, but
Silent as death.
The Isles will bloom again.
Thermo Beam hits us hard here.
Night falls.
But if he doesn't have it, this Professor... Am I going to go Professor or am I going to go Neverglade? I'm going to go Neverglade Collector, right? This is a very important call to make. Because if he has more removal, I'd rather he hit the Professor Von Yipp than the Neverglade Collector, so I'm going with you.
Like this? Oh, I see.
Oh, I see.
Eminently logical.
Ooh. I'm gonna preserve this for the overgrown SNAPvine.
Very risky indeed.
I mean, he must have like... Okay.
Beauty charms while claws take
Oh, shit. Still gonna preserve this. I also should have attacked with this first, like
I tell ya.
Why did I attack like that again?
My most groundbreaking invention to date. Added to the bug.
Why not attack? I should always have attacked with a... Oh, man, that's really dumb. Like, I derped there. I definitely derped there.
They cannot hide.
You accepted what became of us.
What was I supposed to do?
Let's hope for no thermal beam. I really, really want this to live. Okay, good. Nice.
The forest's vengeance.
Wait, really? Why would you not block here with this and then hit this? What? I am confused.
Grasping claws.
Maokai's a threat all of a sudden.
Spring does not pity winter.
Alright, we got him locked down.
For what they did to you.
All that matters now is the little ones.
Grow tall. Grow strong. Life triumphs.
Oh, this deck is the shit. This deck is so sweet. Oh, I love it. Grasp of the Undying can be good at eliminating misfortune, which makes me want to keep it.
Bounty-Ball knows me name.
He's gonna open attack here to enable the plunder.
Time to get rich.
I pull the strings.
Success gets you noticed around here.
Hush now.
What's that you got there?
So young.
Safety will cost you.
He missed the shot, which means he's gonna draw a Freljord card. Important to note. I could just Grasp of the Undying this. I could slow down his progression, or I could just play. I kind of like this play. I'm not sure if it's overall like good though. I'm gonna lose my Elise here, which is important to note. I'm gonna lose my Elise. I think that's fine though.
Like this? Oh, I see.
You point, I shoot.
You're interrupting.
I don't want to leave this vulnerable to a Make It Rain. This is a very, very powerful engine. So I'm willing to help his Sejuani level up a little bit here. To be fair, I should probably just handle this. Let's just get this block.
So young.
For 3 mana, I don't think there's anything he can do. You're not emoting now, Jason? Why aren't you emoting anymore? What happened? What happened?
Say your farewells.
Son of a...
Every wave is a path.
My selection speaks for itself. Credit denied. Feels like a biggin.
Guru, do not doubt.
Add this to your bill.
You've made your path.
Now we have double black spear enabled.
There's plenty of killing left.
Ocean meta. I have no fucking idea what that means, but it sounds cool. Ocean meta.
Carved from the savage cold.
Hey Mogwai, how's it going? Ocean meta. I kind of want a glimpse here, but I'm not gonna do that just yet.
I refuse.
I'm not sure it's time though. Nice beam.
I'll burn for what I've done.
Don't touch that!
You poor thing. What's that you got there?
Oh dear.
I'm not greedy. My friends, though.
The rot must be cut away.
Let's get to it.
Leave.
No!
The forest's vengeance.
I was worried about a Riptide Rex, but he could enable it anyways.
Won't find better this. No refunds.
Jason has not emoted once. Jason has not emoted once since things started going south for him. Like not once, man. What happened, bruh?
I'll take him dead or near enough. Blessed vengeance.
Friend here needs you to pay up.
What a waste. We will heal these isles.